Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that the characters are starting to feel a little too relatable. I find Kounosuke a little too relatable. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Oh shit, right, You're scared of this game? It's not scary. Don't worry about why I had to do that. I think I'll sit next to Kounosuke again. We didn't quite finish our conversation. Looks like they set up a buffet on a series of tables in the middle of the restaurant while I was gone. Glancing around, I see Kounosuke sitting at the corner next to Juichi. Hey Kounosuke, do you mind if I sit with you? Not at all. Go ahead, go ahead. He scoots closer and closer to Juichi, leaving me just enough room to squeeze in. On second thought, this might be a little too snug. Oh well. Curry, there's not enough room. Sorry! I didn't mean to elbow you! Hiroyuki, why are you going over there? I'd saved a seat for you. I thought there would be more room over here, okay? I respond in a calm, not defensive at all tone. Whatever. Sit wherever you like. Dude, it's not that big a deal. You probably just want to tell me more about Osaka, right, Hiro? Oh, yeah, that's it. I rub behind my head and laugh. Look, I said whatever, alright? Let's leave it at that. You know, Tora did say he saved me a seat earlier. In a way, I guess he kind of had dibs on me. He's been really excited to see me today. Maybe this could have waited. I've got the rest of August to hang out with Torihiko. He'll just have to be patient. So, Hiro. Here it comes. I knew it was coming when I decided to sit next to him. I would have preferred to talk about something else, but I can't deny how enthusiastic he is about my life in Osaka. At least I'm prepared for it this time. Hey guys, did you get something to drink yet? Who saved my Totsuki? That gives me an extra moment to collect my thoughts. Yep, I've got some soda right here. Yeah, how about you, Hiro? Has he talked your ears off yet? I can see the look in your eyes. It's not like that, right, Hiro? I nervously shift around on my seat. Jeez, did someone turn on the heater in this place? Why is it so stuffy in here all of a sudden? Let him eat first before you interrogate him, Kounosuke. I'm sorry, Hiro. I guess I can wait. No, it's alright. I'm just burning up right now. I think we're gonna get some air, then prepare a plate. I politely excuse myself from the table and walk outside. My eyes follow the street down to the mountains in the distance. It's late in the afternoon, and from the way the sky looks, it's almost sunset. The chirping cicadas serve as an ever-present reminder that I'm not in Osaka anymore. I really am back home, aren't I? The thought is reassuring, giving me the energy I need to walk back inside. Returning to the area everyone's at, I grab a plate and start shoveling food onto it. Rice, steak, vegetables. I can't believe how much food is actually available. My mouth starts to salivate, especially when the smell of cooked meat hits my nostrils. It's like a dream come true. Cheers! The sound of glass echoes throughout the restaurant, breaking me from my trance. Oh, hiya, welcome! Looks like Tora was making a toast. I kind of feel bad for not listening to it. With a sigh, I make sure to pour myself a glass of oolong tea before wandering back to my seat next to Kounosuke. Welcome back, dude. Thanks. Feeling any better? I force a smile and reply. Yeah, I'm good now. I'll admit, tonight's been an absolute whirlwind of emotions. I'm not sure I'm... That's good, can you pass me the sauce? Oh, sure. Sit down from my chair slightly to reach across the table. Thanks! Wait, huh? As I hand him the sauce, I notice a quick movement happen below me. Now what happened to my steak? It was here a second ago! What's wrong? Did you just steal my steak while I wasn't looking? Oh, you mean this one? It's around here somewhere. I have just the thing for you, Kounosuke. Let me arrange some shit so I can grab the thing. Yeah, don't fall, headphones. Damn it.
Oh, mama!
Where is it? Here it is. Ah! Ah! Ah, God damn it, the laptop turned off. Not the laptop, let me turn it back on. Hey, Kounosuke. Give the steak back. Give the steak back. Or else. I'm not afraid to beat your ass. I feel extremely powerful holding a belt right now. I feel scarily powerful. I feel powerful right now. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah. In that moment, he stabs the steak on his plate and lifts it up to his mouth before giving it a long lick across the top. Just making sure it's still good. Yep, delicious. You want it back? Ugh, I can't believe I fell for that. Kounosuke would always pull these kinds of pranks when we were kids. Try to give him the coldest glare I can. You should see your face. I try really hard. Just like old times, eh? I'll grab you another steak when I get it for seconds, okay? I look down on my plate again. The void left by the missing steak is hard to get over. That was my steak. Oh, stop it, hero. Shouldn't worry so much about the small things. Besides, there's plenty more there. If it makes you feel any better, you can have my chicken wings. I promise I haven't licked them. Well, his eyes are still closed. I dart my hands over to his plate and grab the first thing I can get a hold of. Hey, that's my wiener! Hey, that's my wiener! I quickly move the hot dog up to my mouth and lock eyes with Kounosuke. Silly, open my mouth and take a bite. Never breaking eye contact. Now we're even. Alright. I take another slow bite from the hot dog, this time savoring as much of the victory as I can. Hey, what the hell? This oolong tea is delicious. This is fun. We should keep it up all night. No, not my other wiener! See, it's funny because he's saying wiener. Hey, hands off the broccoli! Do you two have to be so loud? I think they're just having fun, Cheyenne. We ignore Shin's complaints and continue our little food war into the night. As the party began to wind down, I made sure to answer some of Kounosuke's questions about Osaka. Seemed like every answer I gave ended up sparking new questions in his mind. In an unusual twist, though, he never interrupted me while I spoke. I guess he was listening intently to every last word, not wanting to miss a beat. It's funny. The way his eyes light up when we talk is kinda... Thanks for the stories, hero. You got the skip button. A yawn helps chase away the morning stiffness, but then... Where am I? I don't recognize this room, did I? Oh. My brief heart attack stops when I remember where I am. Oh, stupid. Gosh, it's been so long since I slept anywhere other than my bedroom. I get up from the bed before slipping a shirt on. Hi, Juichi. We skipping. We holding down the skip button. Doing a little dance. Which one, by the way? I hear a voice call out. It's familiar, but not the one I expected to hear. Or I can react. A figure leaps out from behind the door and starts sprinting right for me. I brace myself for impact. Ew. Takeshi. Ew. Aw, thanks for the... Here's a bucket and a mop. You can start by wiping down the main hall. But... I look over at Uncle Kazuo with pleading eyes. He lightly shrugs and speaks bluntly. We're down several people today. It would be a great help if you'd assist us with the cleaning duty. I kind of wanted to just say hi to Torihiko, not get roped into working again like when I was a kid. Please? Though it'd be nice to get out of the heat for a little bit. Plus I'll likely see Tora when I'm done helping out. There's still a lot of stuff I wanted to see in Minasato today. What to do? Are we going to explore Minasato or help out the Ushima Inn? Can't remember. Third option, blow up the sun. But then we won't see the bear again. We don't talk about option 6. We don't talk about option 6 around these parts. They stare at me expecting an answer, but... I'm sorry, guys. I just got back. I'm trying to familiarize myself with the town again. No, don't apologize. You're a guest here, and you only have so much time in Minasato before your vacation is over. I understand. Yeah, it's totally cool, dude. There's a lot of work to do, but we've dealt with worse before. Go do what you have to do. Though, don't forget about us, right? I expect you to visit every day. Every day? Let me try that again. That's right. Now get out of here. Go enjoy your vacation. I bow my head to them. Thanks, guys. Tell Torihiko I said hi. We will. I wave at them and leave through the front door. After leaving the inn, I start wandering up the road with no specific in mind. See a variety of stores and houses I remember from when I used to live here. It's so nostalgic. I mean, things have changed a little. There's some new places here and there, and some old ones have remodeled a bit. I guess I'm just seeing things from a different perspective now. I notice there's a lot less children running around. No, I'm not the first to move out, but before we left, I remember my mom talking about how the number of residents leaving Minasato seemed to increase every year. I doubt the village is just gonna up and disappear, but it's sad to see the bustling streets from my memory so empty now. Beads of sweat start dropping from my head. I glance around looking for a nice shady spot. Ah, perfect! Ooh. I'm greeted by an amazing temperature drop as I enter the old bookstore. Ah, it's so cool and comfortable! Actually, it might be a little too cold. I shiver a bit as my body adjusts to its surroundings. It may be cold, but compared to the scorching summer heat outside, this is heaven. We're in heaven. I try airing out my shirt, but it sticks to me with determination. Gross! It's all sticky with my sweat. Yay! Biology! Walk around the small store, taking in the mom and pop atmosphere and cooling off in the store's air conditioning. Find a nice spot to stand underneath an air vent. Close my eyes and let out a relaxed sigh as the chilled breeze passes over my fur. As I open my eyes, I notice a magazine I'm interested in sitting on a shelf in the corner. Oh, taking a closer look, I notice it's last week's issue. Such a rural area, it's nice to see the weekly publications neatly stacked like this. Too bad they're all old! For a moment it crosses my mind that I could walk down to my favorite bookstore in Osaka, but I quickly snap back to reality when I realize I'm still in Minasato. I guess I'll just kill time browsing around. I walk over to another magazine rack towards the front of the store. This is kind of tragic. Looks like all the magazines here are from last week. I'm not seeing any new publications at all. I pick one up and flip through the pages. It seriously looks like it came from the 90s. I place it back where I found it and see another one with more questionable content. Nothing better to do. And nobody's looking. I grab it and skim through half-heartedly, my eyes occasionally darting around to see if anyone's watching me. Huh? This article is surprisingly interesting. I might seriously consider subscribing to this magazine. Nah, that would hurt my wallet too much. I guess I'll have to see if they have a website when I get back home. I close the magazine and put it back where it was. Look around for a clock and spot one above the front counter. Has it been half an hour already? As I turn to leave the store, I spot a familiar figure out of the corner of my eye. Look over to see Kounosuke browsing the incredible selection facing away from me. I wonder when he showed up. Or maybe he's been there the whole time and is avoiding me! Nah, Kounosuke wouldn't do that. Would he? I hide behind a nearby bookshelf and observe him carefully. He's completely absorbed by the article he's reading. Hey Kounosuke, what you reading? Move out from behind the shelf and wave at him. No response. This is so awkward. I walk back behind the bookshelf to hide my shame. When Kounosuke's engrossed like that, he tends to shut out everything around him. He's kind of known for living in his own world. Nice! Now put yourself together, Hiroyuki. You can do this. It's just Kounosuke. I muster up whatever courage I can and move out from behind the bookshelf again, this time approaching him. Hey, Kuno... As if right on cue, he raises his face up from the magazine and walks to the front counter, never facing me once. Thank you very much! Without stopping, Kounosuke buys his magazine and leaves the store. I don't understand, I couldn't get him to notice me at all. I accidentally lock eyes with the clerk who has a bored look on her face. I feel my cheeks turn red a bit as I look away and move back to the magazine section. What was it Kounosuke bought? He looked really into it. We're gonna snoop around where he was or leave. We're gonna be a snoopy snoop. Okay, we're gonna snoop. Feeling my curiosity get the better of me, I move to the corner where he was as smoothly as I can. Nature magazines, photography magazines. The wonders of the world, eh? Nah, that's too easy. How about top 10 colleges in the United States? Why would I be looking at that? No, it's gotta be... Ooh, let's just take a quick look down here. See a hastily put away magazine hanging from the bottom shelf. Bingo, this has to be... It takes me a moment to process what I'm seeing. This is the erotic section! I pick up the magazine to get a good look at it. My jaw drops. Sexy Beast Monthly? No way. No freaking way. My eyes dart side to side. I hate to be caught holding this. No matter how many times I read the title, it's still the same number of... It's still the name of the #1 gay erotic periodical in Japan. Is Kounosuke gay? It's a gay furry visual novel. I think we already know the answer to that. I shake my head. Nah, it's probably just a coincidence. I'm sure there are plenty of other explanations why this magazine was misplaced on the shelf. Though, I can't deny that I like the first idea. No, the closest would be a Playgirl. Don't ask why I know that. I take another look at the magazine. Oof. This is the Ultimate F-Men edition too. Awesome. I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff. Like I am. It's almost twice as thick as the one next to it. This isn't easy to find. What's it doing in a country bookstore like this? With trembling fingers, I flip it open. Oh my. Amazing. I realize where I am once again and check my surroundings. Just me and the clerk still, and she's not paying much attention to what's going on around her. I'm the only customer at the moment. I feel the weight of the magazine in my hands growing heavier. Just think about it, just think about it. Playboy is designed for straight men. And if I'm not mistaken, Playgirl is meant for straight women, but is mostly consumed by gay men, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably wrong. I need it. Thank you very much. She didn't even look at it before putting it in a bag. Score. I try to hide the cover of the magazine as best I can. If you look carefully, you can see the contents through the plastic. I really regret not bringing my backpack with me. I just need to drop this off in my room before... Hey, what are you looking at? A guy on a bike rides by giving me a thumbs up. How embarrassing. How could I just leave it there, though? It's so full of juicy content. It was practically begging for me to buy it. At least now I've got some quality reading material for the rest of the month. Thanks, Kounosuke. God damn it, Hiroyuki. I take a quick detour back to my grandparents' house to drop off the magazine and grab a bite to eat. Looks like Grandma and Grandpa went out too. I have the house to myself right now. No. Oh, thank God. Nah, I can wait for later. What the hell, Hiro? I've still got more places in Minasato I haven't seen yet. After washing my plate and dismissing the dirty thoughts, I head back out into the summer heat. It's so hot. I've been walking most of the day now. As the day's gone by, it's only gotten hotter. All around me, the air looks distorted. I'd call it a heat haze, but then again, my head is feeling funny, so I'm not too sure about that. The cicadas are chirping loudly enough to hurt my ears. Why did I think this was a good idea again? Even now, it feels like the temperature is rising. I dare not pull out my phone to check the temperature. I writhe in misery. When did Minasato start to feel like a tropical zone? Maybe it's that global warming thing or that greenhouse effect stuff. Yep, leave it to us civilized folk to make everything worse for ourselves. Well, complaining isn't going to drop the temperature. I just need to ignore it and take in the sights. Yeah, that's it. I take a deep breath, though it fills my lungs with nothing but hot air. I've been so distracted by the heat I didn't even realize where I ended up. The crossroads. A smile so wide I'm sure my teeth are showing. When we were kids, this is a place we'd go our separate ways after school. I used to live over there in my old house. Tora's place is a bit up the road. Shin lives down that shady path. So many memories. It's so good to be back. Spit out as fast as I can. What the hell? I was talking as cicada decided to fly inside my mouth. This town is trying to kill me! I'm at my breaking point. If I don't find somewhere cool to rest soon. Are we going to the river or walking down the shady path? I've actually had an experience like that. It fucking sucks. I don't recommend it. To the river. The river is for Shun and Kuya. I guess we're going to the river. Oh god, are they booty butt naked? I push my way through some nearby bushes, immediately feeling the shade coming from the trees above. Minasato has a beautiful river that wraps around most of the village. I used to spend so many hot summers with my friends down here. I can't believe I didn't think about doing this sooner! This feels great. The shade coupled with the cooling atmosphere provided by the river quickly cools my overheating body. I take a seat on the riverbank overlooking the water and gaze down at my own reflection. It seems the water is fairly calm today. I can clearly see my face peering up at me. There were times in the past when the water was quite treacherous. Glad to see today isn't one of those days. In fact, I've come all this way. Might as well go all in. I leap up in excitement and start taking off my shoes and socks. Ha ha! Goodbye to the hot and hello to the cool. They are not booty butt naked. Damn. In your face, nature! I roll up my shorts a bit so they don't get wet, then gently stick a toe in the water to test the temperature. Yep, just right. I hear the bushes rustle behind me. My eyes will open wide. Without meaning to, I've left myself in a very vulnerable position. What if it's something that wants to eat me? My blood runs cold. I try withdrawing from the river as quietly as I can. Crap! Hiroyuki? Suddenly I hear a voice call out my name. Don't kill me!
Hey, it is you. Hi, Hiro.
Two of my friends are walking down the same path I came from. Yo, Hiroyuki. I take a deep breath and try to relax. Yeah, sure as I think. I'm practically in the middle of town. Like there's gonna be something that wants to kill me here. Haha! Well, look who it is. What are you guys doing here? The same as you, I'm sure.
We couldn't take the heat, so we came here to cool off.
I guess we can join forces to protect ourselves from the horrors of global warming. What the hell are you talking about? Kuya smiles as he says that.
Today's hotter than usual. My dad said it's likely to be the hottest day of all year. What's the temperature supposed to be? I think it's... Yeah!
But don't say it! I hold Shun's mouth shut as he looks at me in terror. You can't just go around saying the temperature, man! That's when the fire demon will jump into your body and burn you from the inside! Hiroyuki. I know you're having an episode right now, but Shun can't breathe. Look at my hands wrapped around Shun's muzzle. I'm practically pinning him beneath me. I let go of the panicking wolf. Sorry, Shun.
What's the big idea? I almost suffocated you, jerk!
Shun's angry glare pierces right through my heart. The cicada from earlier couldn't compare to this. I'm sorry, the heat must have scrambled my brain more than I expected. I didn't realize you were so superstitious, Hiro. My eyes dart between the two. I can barely remember what I said 5 seconds ago. Seriously, bro, you kind of overdid it. The way they're staring makes me feel like I'm being stabbed. Stupid! Why am I such a moron sometimes? I mean... I was just kidding the whole time! Yeah! Yep, smooth. Rubbing the back of my head, I try my best to fix the situation. Even so, hearing about the temperature doesn't make it feel any better. I was trying to avoid the topic, but I guess I got a little too worked up about it. Sorry. My explanation doesn't help. Their cold expressions seem to strengthen. Crap, I'm breaking into a cold sweat. That seems to be the only thing cooling me down right now. Ugh. So, yeah. You know I don't really believe in that stuff, right? This heat is making me delirious. Sure thing, Hiro. He winks at me. Yeah, don't be so patronizing, Kuya. It's embarrassing.
Well, you've apologized quite a bit. I can sympathize here. I haven't been able to think straight today either. I forgive you.
He holds out his hand to me, expecting me to grab it. Shun. Well, his tail's wagging. I can help but wag mine too. I reciprocate the gesture, shaking his hand. Friendship is such a gift.
Why don't we all cool off together? There's a log further up the way that hangs over the river.
We can all sit down and put our feet in.
We can all sit down and put our feet in the water.
I think I know which one you're talking about. You've shown it to me before, haven't you?
Yep, now it's time to show Hiroyuki.
At this point, I'm down for anything cool. Shun leads us down the riverbank. Not far from where we were, I see the log he was talking about. Wow, that goes out pretty far, doesn't it?
Yep.
When we finally arrived, Shun and Kuya do what I did earlier and remove their shoes. With bare feet, the three of us carefully climb onto the log and hang over the side, allowing our feet to float around in the water below. This is exactly what I've been looking for all day! The three of us gently slosh our feet in the water, taking in the beauty of the scenery around us. I allow myself to relax, letting the water flowing between my toes keep me cool after a long day of exploration.
Hey?
While I had my eyes closed, it seemed Kuya splashed some water onto Shun's ankles.
I'll get you for this. Yeah.
You're acting as if that didn't feel good.
It's
It's the principle of the matter. Hey, can I ask you guys something? Sure, go for it. I don't remember you two hanging out like this before. How did you two get to be such good friends? Yeah, it's a long story. Can't say we really understand it ourselves. Right, Shun? Kuya gives Shun a wink. Almost as if there's some sort of inside joke I'm not getting. Now, why did I have to move away?
Yep. I think we're close because that's the way fate decided it was meant to be.
I bet it's because we're both canines. Aw, can I be in on this too? I'm almost a canine.
Nice try, my vulpine friend.
It's not that easy to get in with us. That's right. You need to prove your worth first. Then, maybe we'll consider letting you in.
Eh?
You guys are mean. Kick some water in their direction. What the hell was that, hero?
Yeah, you completely missed us.
I only managed to embarrass myself again. Ah! There's got to be more to the story. Why won't you tell me? Look at them with pleading eyes. Nah, it's more fun to watch you squirm. With his characteristic smile still etched on his face, Kuya jumps off the log and into the water.
He does this all the time. Try laying down on the log. There should be enough room now.
Kuya emerges soon after floating in the water on his back. Okay. I carefully rest my back on the log below, getting a gorgeous view of the sky. Shun rests his head close to mine, body facing the opposite direction. The world above spreads out in front of my eyes. A piercing blue sky, soft, gentle clouds. The murmur of the river, the sound of the wind, the voices of the insects and birds. They all harmonize into a natural rhythm. It's impossible to find this kind of serenity in the crowded city. Almost as if I've stepped into another world. Wow. This is incredible. Can't get this where you live, eh, city boy? Kuya speaks as if he's reading my mind. Hey! Not gonna lie, it really is great.
Mm-hmm.
How could anyone hate this? If I could, I'd live here forever. Well, let's not forget that it can be dangerous sometimes, too. Hey, Shun, remember the time you almost drowned in this river?
Well, why'd you bring that up?
Eh? Hold on, am I missing something? Did that happen while I was gone? You're kidding me. Kuya's voice sounds genuinely surprised. Man, you're messing with us, aren't you? There's no way you'd forget something like that. You were there, too! Really? When did this happen?
I don't know. When I was 5?
That was 13 years ago! I can't believe I don't remember this. I'm usually so good at this kind of thing. Let me think. You fucking died. Who do we gotta kill? Takeshi? Good. Wait, what? The Walter has been activated. Now we can join the canine friends. We are Walter. Fucking Walter Graham. Well, we're here for Kounosuke, so we're not doing Kuya yet. So I think it's going to be this one. Oh, I remember now! Kuya stares up at me from the water with a smile. Don't lie, Hiroyuki.
It's okay, we don't need to remember such awful things.
No, really, I remember. Give me some credit, you guys. It's not like you guys remember without being reminded of it. At least I'm being mature. Yeah, whatever. We almost lost a friend that day, but I guess for you it was just another Tuesday.
Hey, that's really rude. Stop using me to tease Hiroyuki, Kuya.
Huh?
Don't take it personally, Hiro. He's just being an ass.
Thanks. Whatever. At least you remember now. I'd have been really pissed off if you forgot. I'll look over at Shun. He's still smiling at me, letting me know everything's alright. You know, he's grown up quite a bit over the years. When I still lived here, he would have been less pushy about shooting Kuya down. Hell, I didn't even think he knew words like ass. Wonder what else he... Yo, what's up? You've been staring at Shun for like a whole minute.
Eh?
Nothing, just daydreaming. Sure. Whatever floats your boat, dude. Shun places its feet back in the water and swirls them around gently.
You know, some nights I still have nightmares about drowning.
Oh yeah, we're still talking about that. Okay, here, time to focus. Let's see if I can remember the details. It was a long time ago on a hot summer day much like this. Let's play in the river, guys! Looking for a way to distract himself for the Bond Festival ghost, Torihiko suggested we go to the river. It was sudden, but with the overwhelming heat, it was hard to disagree. We would be able to cool down a bit and still have fun. Everyone went back to their homes, put on their swimsuits, then came back. We raced to see who would be first to jump in. Ah, this feels great! Kyoji won and all of us hurried behind him, desperate for the cool water to touch our skin. Remember how the cold, pleasant feeling wrapped around me? It felt amazing. We splashed around in the water for a while, not wanting to leave its cold comfort. We talked, had a competition to find the weirdest looking rock, and tried to see who could hold their breath the longest underwater. Time seemed to fly by. Sooner or later, we ran out of things to do.
Wanna go into the middle of the river?
Kounosuke suggested in his usual cheery tone. Remember Kyoji and Juichi being kind of hesitant to join us? Middle of the river is the deepest, and our parents always warned us how easy it would be to get swept away if we tried to swim there. Isn't that too dangerous, Kounosuke? I don't like this.
Come on, it'll be fun. Our parents aren't here to stop us this time.
Listen to your brother, Juichi.
Let's do this, guys.
It was suddenly very tempting to disobey our parents. We thought we knew what they meant when they said it was dangerous. We thought we could handle it. The danger was exciting, a place where we might be swept away. A place where we can't reach the bottom with our feet. At the time, it definitely seemed more fun than what we were doing. In the end, our curiosity got the better of us, and we started.
It's time to drink water.
One by one. The current grew faster.
It's time to drink
Even though
water.
We were still able to stand. It took some strength to stay in place.
It's time
We
to
didn't
drink
stop.
water.
We pushed forward.
It's
Ooh,
time
the
to
train's
drink
really
water.
fast. It was scary, but we were enjoying our little adventure.
Hey, I think I can get to the other side this way.
Yells of excitement rose up, and then it happened. Shun was dragged under by the current. As the smallest in age, height, and weight, it was easy for him to get caught. He struggled to stay above water as we all cried out, "Shun! This is bad, we gotta do something!" I knew we were all thinking the same thing, but we were scared stiff. We didn't know what to do. All we could do was yell Shun's name as he was dragged further and further away. "What the hell are you kids doing?" As luck would have it, there was an adult passing by. Thankfully, that farmer was there. He was able to pull Shun out in time. Yeah, and all of our asses got handed to us. How could I forget that? Maybe I was repressing it because of the punishment I got.
It was hard to explain what it felt like. I had this feeling like I was meant to die right at that moment.
It was a pretty stupid thing for us to do. Shun didn't even know how to swim yet. Yeah. Took us a long time to come back after that.
I've shown this river who's boss. I can swim now!
Haha. Well, even if we did go in, I doubt the river would be able to drag us along now. Speak for yourself, fatty.
Eh?
A crow cries out above while I pat my stomach in shame. I'm not fat. Looking around, it's clear we've been here most of the afternoon. A gentle orange tint now colors everything I see, suggesting sunset is upon us. Oh, hi, welcome. Alright, guys, it's getting late. I think I'm gonna head out.
I should too.
Aw. It's not like I have all the time in the world, Hiroyuki. I guess I'll go home too. I'd rather not be by myself, and the temperature's cooled down a bit. The three of us return to the riverbed, grab our shoes, and... Oh, I forgot a towel. Dull. Great, now I'm gonna get everything wet. Hey, Hiroyuki, catch. Turn to Kuya as he's tossing me a towel. Thanks, Kuya, you really are prepared. Don't mention it. I use a spare towel and dry off as much of my feet as I can. No, really, thanks a lot to save me some trouble. I toss him back the towel. With my amazing aim, it catches him right in the face. Oops. I said don't mention it.
I'll see you around, guys.
See you, Shun. Shun waves as he runs off cheerfully. Kuya and I wave back. Watch your step going through the bushes.
I'll be fine, Kuya. I'm not some helpless little...
He turns back to reply, then trips dramatically. It's quite an impressive display. What the hell, Shun? I smile at Kuya as we run to help him up. Up in the sky, the crow lets out another cry. Almost as if it were reciting some sort of soliloquy. My eyes are already heavy by the time I lay in my futon. Lazily, I give my stomach a gentle pat, satisfied from the filling meal Grandma prepared. I didn't think I could be so hungry. I never usually eat that much. Pushing those thoughts out of my mind, I instead decide to focus on the events of today. Can't believe I'm back. My friends are here. I raise a hand upwards, before curling it into a fist as if I were grabbing hold of something. It's real. I'm really here. I'm home, where I've always felt a sense of belonging. A single tear emerges, rolling down the side of my face, but I ignore it. After all, it's not a tear of sadness. So glad to be back. As sleep overtakes me, I let my lips curl into a smile. Can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. August 3rd. There. That should do it. Finish packing my backpack with interesting things to take to Torihiko's house. I can't... No. Oh, hi, Kyoji. Did anything interesting... Say, would you like to have breakfast with me at the Raimon? Well, it's just... How do I explain to them that I'm... Hey, calm down, it was just a... I don't have time for this. Are we talking to Kyoji or following Kuya? We already did Kuya's event, during the Juichis. I'm kind of curious what it's like, so we're going to talk to Kyoji. Kyoji... I'm fine, Hiroyuki. I should have known better than to ask Kuya that. I'm sorry. What for? This is your first week back. It's understandable for you to not know the situation everyone is in. I feel so bad about this. Don't. It's not your fault. Things were out of your control. Ah. He looks over at me and smiles. I think I know what was going on. Huh? What do you mean? At the moment, he just needs some space. Hey, wait a second, that's not answering my question. He dismisses me by taking a long drink from his cup. So that's how it's gonna be, eh? I'm afraid so. When Kuya's ready, I'm sure he'll tell us. Way to leave me in suspense. Thought we were friends. Look across the table at him with pleading eyes. I know what you're trying to do, Hiro. Taro does that to me all the time. How is it that everyone's able to read my mind lately? Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think I have a natural talent for understanding people's actions. Really? So, are you saying you have us all figured out? This is pretty interesting. I wonder if I can get some juicy information about my friends out of him. I suppose I do, in a sense. I lean back in my chair. I've got him right where I want him. I see. I proceed with the smoothest voice I can muster. Would you care to tell me a little bit about the others, then? Nishimura, I never took you for the kind who loves gossip. I'm not that way, I swear. Kyoji claps his hands together and smiles. Well, I don't see the harm in telling you a few things. Who would you like me to start with? Ooh. It's gossip time. Yeah. I'm sure you've got something interesting for Kounosuke. Kounosuke. Hiro, do you want to know why he's late all the time? Eh? Sure, though you're making it sound all dramatic. It's because we notice it. Huh? Kounosuke is afraid we won't realize when he's around, so... He makes sure we do. I see. Don't tell him I said that. I can never tell with Kyoji's eyes, but I'm pretty sure he just winked at me. Anyone else you'd like to hear about? Juichi Shin Tatsuki or Kuya. Yeah, no, that's actually really sad, though. It also explains a lot. Ooh. Uh... Yeah, we're probably gonna go with Juichi. Curious what he has to say about Juichi. Anything interesting with Juichi? Mikazuki prefers to hide his feelings. It's not because he doesn't have any. Rather, it's because he feels too much. If you give him enough space, he'll come around eventually. Alright, now we're gonna go back because I am curious about the rest of them. Shin's always been difficult. What do you think of him? I worry about him. Shin likes to keep his distance from the group. Sometimes I wonder if he even trusts us. Really? Or is it that he doesn't trust himself around us? Huh. We're just gonna do all of them. What about Totsuki? We're gonna stick with Kuya in the end, but... Totsuki, no. Let's try Totsuki next. Oh dear. How do I put this lightly? Totsuki doesn't know his own limits. Jeez, you can say that again. He's a good person, but he's afraid he's not good enough for us. That's why he drinks the way he does. Don't judge him too harshly, hero. Alright. Thanks for sharing with me, Kyoji. I'm curious what you think about Kuya. Ah, so this is your way of getting it out of me, huh? I rub behind my head in embarrassment. Yeah, I guess. Kuya desperately wants to be an adult. He thinks the real world is freedom. In a lot of ways, I envy his mentality. Eh? Kyoji shakes his head in frustration. I've seen the way people struggle. Kuya has no idea what he's getting himself into. Think he's trying to grow up too fast? I don't just think. I know he is. And that's what worries me about him. Thanks for sharing with me, Kyoji. It's no problem, Hiroyuki. What about Sotoro? You two seem to spend a lot of time together. You want to know more about Taro? Yeah, if that's alright with you. He's had a rough life. Before moving to Minasato, his father died in an accident. Oh, that's terrible. I first met Taro when he joined the soccer team. I've been trying to be a mentor to him, especially since he looks up to me so much for guidance. I hope I'm not overdoing it, though. I'm not trying to replace his father, but he needs a stable figure in his life. Wow. That's very noble of you, Kyoji. It's nothing to praise me for. I just need to be there for him. By the way, it's been 5 years. Why don't you tell me a little about yourself? I'm sure you've done some interesting things while I was gone. Me? Ah, there's nothing much to say. Really, hero, I'm quite boring. I'll just say that. Everyone has their interesting qualities. I guess I can tell you a little something about me. Oh, this should be good. Yeah. He starts leaning in over the table. Get a little closer so I can whisper it in your ear. Okay. Wow, so juicy he has to hide it like this. It's pretty exciting. I wonder what it is. Before I know, my ear's right next to his mouth. Did you know that I'm... What? A light sleeper? That went a completely different direction than I thought it would. That's it? He sits back down in his chair with a sly smile. Yep. No, I don't accept this as an answer. I have to know something personal. Come on, I won't tell anyone else. I swear. He slowly stands up from the table and starts walking for the front counter. When am I done with you? Sorry, I'm all out of time. I've got to run. He quickly pays the bill, then sprints up the road. Try chasing after him, but it's no use. That entire situation was fucking beautiful. Did you know that I'm a light sleeper? But it's no use. Especially in this heat. I can almost hear him laughing at me on the wind. Drat, so close. With my tail hanging low, I continue the journey for my original destination. Well, I still have time to visit Tora. I pat the backpack hanging on my shoulders. I'll figure out some way to get Kyoji back later. I need to keep running if I can make it to the inn. So, we almost fucking died. Sorry, you don't have to. Fucking love Mrs. Tono. She's so nice. Is that good? Who are we helping? Ah, fuck! Who are we helping for today? Torihiko or Sotaro? Yeah, we did Torihiko before. We're gonna help out the Cheeto. Yeah, I still remember how to do some things around here. Your uncles used to make me work all the time whenever I'd visit, remember? You know you had fun, bro. I give Torihiko a joking sidelong glance. The point I'm trying to make is I should show Sotaro a couple of tricks I learned back then. Hey, I like the idea. Hero, you should show him that one thing, remember? I look at Torihiko in confusion, then I notice he's winking at me. Oh, that one thing. Right. Yeah, this'll be fun. You better prepare yourself for pain, Sotaro! You guys... Sotaro and I have been systematically cleaning the vacant rooms around the inn for the past 2 hours. Forget how long this takes! It's pretty tedious. I wipe the sweat off my brow, then try spraying the wall again with the spritzer bottle in my hand. Nah, crap. I'm already out of cleaning solution. Just refilled it, what the heck? I'll get you a new one, Mr. Nishimura. Thanks, Sotaro. Runs over to the cart and grabs the first bottle he sees that looks similar to what I already have. This should do it. With the bottle in hand, he runs back to me. I mean, it's not like there's a big rush. Here you go. He hands the bottle over to me with a smile. Thanks. I smile back at him before looking at the label. Oh. What's wrong? It's no big deal, but you got the wrong one. I did? Here, let me show you. Hold the bottle up towards him and point out a warning on the label. This is the kind you use on floors. If you spray this on the wood walls, it's just going to make it flake and chip off. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Put a reassuring hand on his shoulder. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. I brushed myself off after standing up. Here, let's head back to the cart and find the right cleaning solution, okay? Okay. I rustle around the assortment of supplies on the thing, looking for the right one. Who organized this? I think Mr. Takeshi is the one who sets these carts up. In my mind, I can see Uncle Takeshi shrugging and saying it doesn't matter. Yeah, it figures. Well, it's hard to work when you don't have things set up in a logical way, so let's clean up the cart. Okay. I begin removing all the crap Takeshi left on the thing and organize it all on the floor. Yeesh, Takeshi did quite the job on this. Sotaro continues handing me more stuff, which I then add to its correct pile. He's really quiet around me. I should try getting him to open up a bit. So, Huh? Tell me a little about yourself, Sotaro. We've only just met. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he just needs a little direction? How about why you moved to Minasato? He stops handing me things and looks at the floor. I moved here because my dad died. Crap! Nice going, Hiroyuki! Sotaro sits down on a nearby bed, then looks over at me. As I look back at him, I am feeling extremely guilty. Kyoji told me about this already. How could I have forgotten something so important? I need to work on my conversational skills. It's at its best if I pretended that this is the first I've heard of it. I'm sorry, I didn't know. He shakes his head before talking again. It's not your fault. It's been 3 years since it happened. I'm trying to stay positive about it. You mind if I ask what happened? No. I can't change what happened. We used to live in Tokyo. My dad was a construction worker. No. I think I see where this is going. One day he had an accident. He sits there with his usual smile, but I can see the tears starting to form in the corners of his eyes. He didn't make it. Sotaro. It's okay, Mr. Nishimura. Like I said, it's in the past. My mom and I are trying to make the best of what we have now. That's why we moved to Minasato. She wants to create a new life for us away from all that. I see. I walk over to the bed and sit next to him. Mom still struggles with it. and I'm trying to be more like him. What was he like? My dad was so cool. He never let anything bother him. He was always polite, addressed people by their last names out of respect, and was never shy about interacting with people. Oh, that sounds a lot like... So thankful for Mr. Takahara. He's been helping me work on my shyness. I really look up to him, you know. I can see why. Kyoji's a great dude. My thoughts are racing. All I can do is stare at a spot on the wall as I listen to Sotaro's story. I admire his dedication, too. It can't only be just as good at soccer as he is someday. That might be a challenge. I go over at Sotaro and smile. But I think you have the right attitude about it. Thanks, Mr. Nishimura. Wish I had half the drive in my life that these guys have. I want to stop being such a burden on my mom. Huh? Now, this has been fair since Dad died. People always knocking on our door asking for money. I just don't want her to worry anymore. I want to be able to take care of her. I know I rely on others too much. Is that a bad thing, though? I don't know. Hey, Taro? Only Mr. Takahara calls me that. Oh, you don't mind me calling you that, do you? Not at all. Alright then. Taro, I just wanted to say I know how you feel. A lot of what you just described, I've felt the same back in Osaka. My gaze shifts back to the wall. Sometimes I feel so lost. I wish I could stand on my own, but I think I'm too afraid to do that yet. I have no plans for the future. I have my senior year coming up, and I still don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't want to be a burden on my family either. That's why I came back. What are you saying, Mr. Nishimura? I look back at him and smile. There's something special about Minasato, but I'm not sure I can put it into words. We have friends here. Friends who actually care about us and want to see us succeed. I know these guys quite well. I know for a fact that they'll always be there for you, Taro. Yeah? We're going to stop a bit for the ad when we break from the ads. And we're back. I know this because they've been that way for me. My voice trails off at the last bit, even though I abandoned them for 5 years. Maybe we were destined to become friends this month. I think we've both been given a chance to spread our wings. I turn to him and look him straight in the eye. Taro, if there's ever anything you need help with, you can always come to me. Thanks, Hiroyuki. Did you just call me by my first name? I mean, Mr. Nishimura. The two of us stand up together from the bed, then start cleaning the room again. I'm glad we had this talk. I hope Taro is more willing to open up to me in the future. Sotaro is so sweet. The two of us finish off the last of the rooms, then return together to the lobby. It'll be nice to take a break after all that. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Keep remembering that I have to do that. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.